want to take this opportunity to thank Austin Kane and Christy Fennison, because they're the ones who have physically built this world. Now it's been expanded, and there's a lot of things out here that I would like to show you. But so what I was thinking is that we'll go for a tour first, and then we'll go inside the cafe afterwards. Evelyn, you spoke of a Ford you mentioned.
Henry Ford, like the car inventor.
Exactly, and we have one of those driving around here. So just be aware that there is a car driven by Christy,
and it will run you over.
It might,
run you
but
over.
you're okay. You're in VR, so we'll still be okay. All right, let's go. Follow me, everyone. For those of you who have read my book, Sour Milk and Sheep's Wool, that this whole world is inspired by. It's inspired by Hannah, who had a cafe in Lund. But my other character, Annette, is inspired by my great-grandmother. And she took care of herself and her children by milking cows. She was very stigmatized for being a mother and not being married. It was not popular or acceptable at that time. These hills here are actually not representative of southern Sweden in most places, but there's one area near Lund where this cafe is that is called Brösarps backar, and it's Brösarp is a name and backar means hills. And follow me. Just look at the gorgeous view over here. There's the hills go far.
I love that you can see the dust kicking up over there.
Nice.
The camera is catching this.
Love it.
Camera, please come a little closer and catch the horse getting a lot of treats here.
I thought it was an
Sugar
espresso, Chris. As you were bringing it up, I thought it was a little espresso cup.
And if you look here at the Foremothers we have here at 12 o'clock, that is Emily Ratu up here on top. And she was the first woman who made the connection of alcohol abuse and the oppression of women. And Hannah, my character, was very inspired by her. So when she had her cafe, she said, you know, I want to have a meeting place for where women can meet and where we can talk about these issues. And as time went on, the temperance movement kind of evolved into the suffrage movement. And this is where our other foremother comes in, Frida Stenhoff, at 3 o'clock right here. And she was the first Swedish woman to use the word feminism. And she held a speech in 1905 called Why Shall Women Wait? And even though she held that speech in 1905, Evelyn, do you know when Swedish women could first vote, or when the law came through, rather, that they were allowed to vote?
It was in the United States. It was 1919 or 20, I think.
Yeah. The same in Sweden. 1919 is when the law went through, and then they voted for the first time in 1921. And Elise Ottesen Jensen was a pioneer, and she co-founded International Planned Parenthood. And she was very, very brave. She spoke about intimacy very early when people didn't like people speaking about that publicly. And Sojourner Truth, she is mentioned in my first book. She doesn't have a big role, but she is an inspiration to one of the women in my first book, James's Journey. And I think most Americans here know who Sojourner Truth was.